Hello, my name's Lisa Greenwood and I'm watching Doctor Who.
Good evening, folks. Dr. Freedom here with you. Time for some Doctor Who news. News for a minute around the universe that may or may not affect you in some level. Now, as some of you may or may not know, the ratings crap's going on again. And I don't know why everybody's going nuts about this, especially after I read you the news tonight. I think minds are going to better start changing, okay? There were a lot of mitigating factors for what was going on that particular Saturday. Matter of fact, I even heard there was a rugby tournament going on somewhere. Also, you had the Emmys airing this weekend. I don't think it was the same night though, because that was Sunday. But it's just got to get the gist of these things. It's just gotten crazy. Everybody, I don't know why there are so many doom and gloomers out there. It's just beyond me. But let's go ahead. Let's get into what we do have. Let's go ahead and take a look at what is on the agenda. Okay, now first off, let's go ahead and get this out of the way. There's already, as I said the other night, a bunch of hoopla going on about, of course, who's going to replace Clara when she leaves the show, or Jenna Coleman. And apparently the latest contender, this lady appears to be top of the list apparently right now, is Michelle Keegan. Now, some folks may know her from Coronation Street, things along that line. But so far, apparently she's in the running. Bookies are offering a 4-1 for her to take on the role. But keep in mind, this is early days yet. So it's just fun to keep an eye on, who people think is going to go in and step in the TARDIS and replace, Jenna Coleman. Okay, but let's get to the nitty-gritty. These were put up today on the BBC One site, and these are the storyboards for the grand entrance of the Doctor and Magician's Apprentice. If you're into collecting this kind of thing, take a look at these. It's very nice to see how this, goes from a simple sketch, or an idea to screen. So I threw this up here so you can go check it out. All right. Okay, early trailer for The Witch is Familiar. That's right. Viewers, the BBC Two this morning had us, this was actually, Saturday, but had the early surprise of seeing, The Witch's, Familiar trailer. And that was a big deal because they're like, wait a minute. This kind of reminded us of back when Name of the Doctor and all that stuff got released early. Okay, but, up to you guys. I just got a kick out of it because if you do want to watch The Witch's Familiar trailers, they're right here on Den of Geek. And also, there's some of their previous updates on what's going on with Series 9. So if you missed any of the pictures or anything like that, or any of the little snippets, here they all right here in this particular page. So that's why I'm going to include this as well. But let's get down to the really dirty, nitty-gritty stuff, okay? Okay, Magician's Apprentice received an Audience Appreciation Index rating of 84. And that right there bodes with basically around the average score of Series 8. So there was no drop in the Audience Appreciation Index. So we can kiss that off right there. Now, a lot of people were weirding out because apparently we're going to go into that in a second. Let's just go ahead and let's go to it. All right. So sorry, I got the wrong article. Now, apparently, let's go ahead and say it right here. A lot of people were freaking out because the show averaged around, if I remember right, 4.6 million viewers on Saturday night. And like I said, there's a whole lot of reasons for that. Plus, keep in mind, the final number is what makes sense at the end of the week. So by the end of the week, we're going to have the finals along with adjusted and all that, along with, iPlayer views and whatnot included. But also keep in mind, on Sunday, 1.1 million viewers turned in for the repeat. Do I have to say this again? 1.1 million. That is damned high for a repeat of a Doctor Who episode. So keep that on the thing. Okay, now get ready for this, though. Season premiere breaks records in the United States. Right here, baby. The Magician's Apprentice was Doctor Who's biggest ever premiere in the States for the key demographic of adults aged 18 to 49. Now, overall, the episode had 2 million watching, with 1.1 million being between the ages of 18 and 49, which doubled the Series 8 average, making BBC America the third most watched channel in the 18 to 49 demographic for that time slot. The channel beat the Big Four broadcast networks and ranked only behind college football on ESPN and the finale of Sábado Gigante on Univision. Out of 100 returning dramas, Doctor Who is one of just 14 dramas to show any growth from its prior series premiere. Now get on here and tell me some nonsense story about how the ratings have been consistently dropping. Yeah, somebody tried to feed me the Chicken Little hypothesis today, and I couldn't believe it. I'm like, you haven't obviously been keeping up with the actual numbers. Somebody's feeding you a story. Either that or there's, once again, we've got Moffat haters out there who are trying to use this as an excuse, say, oh, they got to get him off the show. I hate to say it. As much as I used to hate on Moffat, guy's actually doing pretty damn well for the show from what I'm seeing. So look at this. It is all track demographics showed increases from the Series 8 average, with the most significant increases being seen among younger viewers. The episode was number one most social drama of the night based on Listen First's digital audience ratings for television. Digital audience ratings for television. It was the number one TV brand on Tumblr, the number one drama on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, and the number two drama on Instagram, following The Walking Dead, which was number one most social drama of the week. Now, I think they meant Fear, because then again, that's right. The Walking Dead's going to be premiering in a couple of weeks. Maybe that's what they're talking about. But the thing is, I'm getting tired of all this naysaying. It's just driving me bananas. Sorry, guys, right here. It gets even better. Check this out. The Australian overnight ratings. I'm sorry, I accidentally highlighted that earlier because I shared it with some. I remember I tweeted this out. The Magician's Apprentice has debuted in Australia, averaging 653,000 viewers in the 5 major capital cities. It was, now listen up close, the top rating ABC drama of the day and the 8th highest program of the day overall. And this doesn't even include regional or time shifted yet. You see what I mean? Sheesh, all the doom and gloom articles this week. And this thing's kicking butt. Okay, here if you're interested in reading these, here's various press reactions and reviews of the Magician's Apprentice's premiere. You got Daily Mail, Telegraph, Mirror, Guardian, Radio Times, Entertainment Weekly, Sydney Morning Herald, Digital Spy, Register, and all this stuff right here. If you want to go read, how the press reacted to the show. So here it is, boom, all put together for you right here on Doctor Who News. Okay, Doctor Who Extra. This was a nifty little clip. I think you should go watch this. As a guy got a kick out of this. And it was, once again, it was a little behind the scenes thing. And, I think you get a kick out of it. But a full review of the episode, of course, can be found over on Doctor Who Reviews. All right, keep moving on. Doctor Who Legacy has put out some new releases. That's right. They announced a weekly content release, the tie-in with Series 9 of Doctor Who, and a campaign going through to the Christmas episode in December. Now, every Sunday night, the team will release at least one new level based on the Saturday night television episode. This began last night with Magicians, that's right. Yeah, this was put out. Last night. All right, duh. See what I mean? Let's begin last night with the Magician's Apprentice, rewarding players with Ohelia, the High Priestess of the Sister of Karn. Next Sunday, after the Witch is familiar, players will get to take on Davros himself and be rewarded with a new costume for the 12th Doctor, complete with the guitar. Also, for the next few days, Google Play fans can purchase the Sonic Adventures Premium area for 40% off, and can also purchase the Series 8 of the TV series for 40% off in the US, UK, Canada, and Australia. And here's just some of the other stuff that's coming. It is incredible, man. I don't play Doctor Who Legacy. I'm not a big fan of, there's only very, very few games I touch on apps and whatnot. But okay, let's keep moving because we got one more thing to go. That's right. Okay, and for those of you who missed this, now remember that we had, the Daleks invading Westminster last week. This, a few days later, they invaded the Liverpool underground station. And included with this are some very nifty sound, voice bits of the Daleks giving you some, please use the handrail, use the lift if you have luggage, and of course advises you of CCTV, TV usage in the station. So nifty little things. Maybe you want to stick these, put them away in your own private collection, something to play with later on if you're bored. Okay, so once again, highest rated drama in Australia. I haven't even got the stuff for Canada's Space yet, but I have an eerie feeling we'll have that. Yeah, it should be in within the next day or two. I'm just getting tired of all the naysaying, nitpicking, and just downright griping. As my friend told me earlier tonight, enjoy the fact that the show is there. Now, the only I had to explain to them. The only reason I go over this stuff is because you got so many people out there for some reason who want to rain on everybody else's parade with total bill. All right, plug your ears, kids, with total bullshit figures because they don't like the way the show is going. While meanwhile, the rest of the crowd does. And you know what I tell these guys every day? Welcome to minority. I used to live there. It's quite a boring, dull place, to be honest with you. Because the show has been changing, evolving, and all that, especially with the big turnaround in Series 8. And I still can't figure out why people are going, oh, Series 8 sucked. Oh, well, everybody has an opinion. Some of them are not popular, some of them are. Well, enough of my ranting, guys. I'm going to go ahead and tell. Oh, yeah, by the way, Omega Files will be recording at 6 p.m. again Eastern time this weekend. That's because I have to work the next 2 freaking Saturdays. So that's going to give me just enough time to get home, watch the episode and all that, and get ready, jot down some notes. And that way, I'll get the guys together and we can sit there and have a talk about the episode. I hope you all, I've seen from, comment box and, viewer, matter of fact, from the ratings, which by the way, I really love that, the likes really shot up and, basically buried the haters' dislike thumbs right out of them, knocked them out of the park. Like I said, I'm really glad people are enjoying the Omega Files, especially in our new format and whatnot. And I'm really glad to see some new faces starting to join us on this. Well, I'm going to get out of here. Enough of my ranting. Everybody take care. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye-bye. Have a good one.